NHL, 4 NHL games on the board tonight. I know Ramon Smiley was probably watching that late night game with that Kings comeback. But tonight we go into the National Hockey League in a game, some game ones tonight. So let's get on board here and get on board here with the rundown here with Ramon Scott as we get started here with the first game on the board on TBS. Remember, we move networks tonight. Rangers and Devils here to get us off in game one. Devils favored here, -127, total 5.5.
Yeah, maybe just go back to what works. Maybe I tried to get a little cute last night on those late games and kind of, went against what had been working for me a little bit. We did come up with some winners, though, yesterday on the show and in the premium section. So let's see if we can't go. I know we're already at, almost 4 o'clock Eastern. I'm sure everybody knows the results right now, but Minnesota did need double overtime to shock Dallas. And then, of course, the Kings, 3 goals in the third period, stunning the Oilers, was staring me right in the face. And I tried to get cute with the Oilers, and that not so fast. Let's watch out for the Kings moving forward. The Rangers and the Devils here, Tony. Rangers, I would think, will be very competitive in this game against the Devils. Probably going to end up here. It's down to 5.5. Look, at 6 under 20, I probably would have taken a premium here on the under. In general, we're looking at 5.5 over 15 or so. So I do like an under here with Gurdjieff going today, and that's the way I'm going to look at this game as my selection here on the show. Going to save the side probably for a premium, but I'll look for Gurdjieff to come out hot today, and we will go under in this game against the Devils. I think these two teams, for the most part, trend to the under. We know Gurdjieff can be just outstanding at times, and anytime they were putting it up at 6.5 with a lot of his games, Tony, I was on the under. But here we're going to have to fight it at 5.5. But hey, we're in the postseason now. We saw yesterday pretty steady on those under that. Yeah, the Kings game got away late because of the 3 goals and ends up 3-3. But I think I say Gurdjieff, I meant Shesterkin, of course. Pardon me on that, Igor. Shesterkin for the Rangers. So pardon me, Tony. Vanacek in there for the Devils tonight is likely, but Shesterkin's the only confirmed goalie at this point. Let me, get my notes in order here so I don't screw that up. But I've got the under in this one, certainly. Gurdjieff, Shesterkin, Igor, 2.48 goals against. I've got the under.
I wrote here Rangers Devils under total of 5.5 goals, game one of their series. Let's continue on here on our rundown NHL. Next up, we've got Lightning and Maple Leafs on ESPN tonight. They don't change networks. They're going to split them tonight. We got Maple Leafs here, -158. The total sits here at 6 goals.
Well, there's going to be a lot of tension in Toronto tonight with Tampa coming in. We know Tampa been on that great run. Everyone's concerned about Tampa, all these extra games they've played over the years. I'm not so sure I'm too concerned about that, but I do think that they didn't win it last year, but I mean they were in it. But maybe it could come. Maybe I say it could come to an end for the Lightning, but I should more likely say finally maybe the Maple Leafs can get that series victory. Look at this, $1.60 favorite tonight against the Lightning. I think they're probably in pretty good position in this series to finally get it done. Yeah, the collar will get a little tight if the games stay tight, but this should be very, very low scoring, I would think. We don't know for sure just yet. It's got to be Vasilevsky in there for the Lightning, Samsonov for the Maple Leafs tonight. So I'm going to go with the under. We're at 6. I like that. I'm going to take under in this one for sure.
Road under here, Lightning and Maple Leafs on ESPN. Let's continue on here on the rundown. Next up, Jets and Golden Knights out in Vegas on ESPN2. We see the Golden Knights favored, -148, total 5.5.
Yeah, boy, if any game says under, it's got to be this one, I would think. 5.5, juice to the over. You got a Winnipeg team that, man, they are known for their unders this season. They've got great goaltending in Connor Hellebuck in there. So Golden Knights, yeah, we've kind of made a little bit of fun about their goaltending situation, how they've totally revamped it, and they will end up starting Brossoit in this game. So for whatever reason, they get quick. but they've decided in game one to go with, well, I don't know if I want to call them their number two at this point, but they're not going to go with Quick. They'll go with Brossois in there today. Steam came in on the under. That's the way I've got to look with these two teams, especially the Jets. I mean, the Jets, Tony, are 25 and 54 to the under this season, 12 and 28 to the under on the road. Vegas, of course, they trend a little bit under as well, but Phoenix have been the king. I mean, Winnipeg's been the kings of the under this season. So in the postseason, I've got to try it here under 5.5 for me.
All right, everyone goes under 5.5 here. Jets and Golden Knights. Let's continue on here on the rundown. Nightcap tonight at 10 Eastern time over on ESPN features Avalanche and the Kraken. The Avalanche favorite here, minus 198. Total sits at 6.
No, so speaking of clean sweep, I guess I could just say under and get out of here, but I'll give you a little bit of reasoning as to why I wanted to just talk about Gurdjieff, probably is what it comes out to be, but don't slight Seattle here on the road. They are the kings of the road at this point this season, and considering their success, this would be the place to strike to get out on top if they want to score an upset here tonight. Gurdjieff definitely confirmed in goal for Colorado. Looks like Grubauer gets the start over Jones in game one. This is too high of a price at minus 200 for a team like Seattle that was just terrific on the road this season. It just the price is wrong. The price is wrong. Well, I can't say the famous line from the movie, but I would tend to think that I've got to be involved somehow with Seattle. But I'll look to go under in this one. You got a Colorado team. They've 17 and 22 to the under this season, and I've got a 6 there. I'm in the playoffs. Now, I know the West Coast games did get the Dallas game was 5 goals last night. This one will be close, closer than that $2 spread, I would think. Let's see, Kraken plus 1.5 minus 150 there. I'll still take the under. It's a clean sweep, Tony. 4 unders, 4 games, 4 unders. It's the playoffs. Not trying to get too cute about it.
There you go. There you go. Not trying to get. I remember the days when we'd have 4.5 totals, and in some of these. I think the Kings were involved in some of those games back in the day. There you got the unders from Ramon here, Kraken and Avalanche. All right, Ramon, we got to the NHL rundown. Before we let you roll, let's take a look over at TonySpace.com as you've been on absolute fire here. 5,708 units of prop for 2023. Tonight we've got 3 on the board for the NBA, 4 NHL. We still have a good amount of MLB in action. As we have, we just got 1 in out of the 17 game card, so still 16 games here on the board for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, Tony, I got some plays loaded up. Want to see what I was going to give out here on the show. Probably going to give out a little bit more as well, but there it is, that Tuesday afternoon 3-pack. Oh, that one's gone, but that play is still available. Tony, there it is, the Tuesday matinee discount best bet right there. That's the game that goes off in just about 20 minutes in Major League Baseball between the Phillies and the White Sox, game 1 of that doubleheader. Also, you see there a Tuesday postseason 3-pack premium pass has 2 NHL playoff games, 1 NBA playoff game. Those are the best so far that I was able to finalize, and probably the better bets of what I have going. We'll see. I think I've got more coming, but these are the ones I felt most confident with. Wanted to get a package up there for the subscribers, for the early purchases, if you will. Maybe we'll have late steam tonight, especially with these 2 double headers here today, Tony. So, of course, with me, the best way, 7-day, 30-day is the way to go with those long-term packages, given my success here on the site. You see what I've done this year with that number. You can go back and look at last year, look at the scored 2.0 as the Tigers just wrap it up here with a victory, Tony. But look at the scoreboard 2.0 and check out all the damage I did in multi-sports last year here on the site as well. So please get involved with me over at Tony'sPicks.com on those long-term packages. That's the way to go when you're handicapping with me, because I deal in high volume, and so you'll reduce the cost of your plays to really just $1 or $2 if you subscribe to these long-term packages the way I come in with usually between 6, 7, 10, 13 plays a day sometimes, Tony, on some of these days when we have a real big card. So please check me out over at tonyspicks.com. Follow me on the handicapper leaderboards. That's the way to see. You can look down and click on Ramon Scott, scroll all the way down. You can see the picks that I'm playing each day. All of our plays are third party documented here. We just enter them into the system, and they're graded, and we have the cumulative scoreboard, if you will, to see how we're doing. And well, quite frankly, I live and die by that scoreboard. I want to make sure we got winners for our subscribers each and every day. We're in action right now in the UEFA Champions League. In action with AC Milan and Napoli, also the Chelsea game there against Real Madrid. So get on over to tonyspicks.com, check out my packages for tonight. It's going to be a good night of action with the NBA and NHL playoffs in full swing, plus Major League Baseball Tuesday cards. So please check me out over at tonyspicks.com. Follow me on Twitter as well at Tony'sPicksRamon. We'll also be back with more morning steam tomorrow. We'll get Mindy off the golf course. We'll get her back here for some more of her selections as well. You see at the top of the leaderboard today, Tony, was the morning steam team that was number one yesterday. I think we went 6-2 on our plays overall for the day. So we had good picks with our team steam. Remember, it's me, it's Mindy, but it's everyone in the chat. You see some of them here in our chat today, and they give out their picks and suggestions. And over in the Discord as well, where we have more gambling conversation over there. More picks as well. I'm responsive. If anybody asks for some selections or some insight, try to get over there several times a day and see what's going on in our Discord. So we've got a lot going on here at Tony'sPicks.com to make sure you get winners, you get money, and we just have a great time every day picking winners.
That's right, guys. You got to Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. We'll slide those numbers again. You can see the great results from Ramon at 5,708 units of profit for 2023. That is all document based $100 unit measure of bet there. So fantastic results from Ramon tonight and afternoon over on the site for Ramon. Tuesday matinee starting here in just minutes. Also that Thursday postseason 3-pack premium plays that there for Ramon involved. So go ahead and get on board with Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. As you mentioned before, the long-term pass is the best way to go. The way Ramon's running, you may consider that monthly all sports pass. Get all of Ramon's premium plays here for 30 days. That includes NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs. You get the first 2 rounds of each of these of the playoffs here with that 1 month pass. A lot of baseball for 30 days, and don't forget the UFC on the UFC Saturdays. There may be some Bellator in there as well. You starting to see Ramon starting to delve into the Champions League. You may get into EPL. We'll see how it rolls as these cards start to narrow a little bit here in the NBA and NHL. So there'll be some time there with those peripheral sports. But remember, use that promo code TonyT at checkout and you'll save 20% off. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and go ahead and get signed up. All right, Ramon, we also put together a Twitter account for you. You control the keystrokes there. More picks, more offers that you over at the site. If there's any new package you put up there, season packages, what you got going on the site, giving people little updates there on the Twitter as well.
I'll bring in more free action tonight over there on Twitter, trying to build a following there, and then I'll really start cranking. So follow me over there at Tony's Picks Ramon. We're going to start putting up some heavy content there. Just want to get more subscribers. So if you're interested in free picks from me, Mr. 5,000 right now, not Mr. 6,000, go to Tony's Picks Ramon and we'll get it up there. Mr. 6,000, you get free picks every day from me on the morning steam, on Tony's Picks Ramon. I'll give you some in the Discord. Quite frankly, I should see mostly the same percentage of winning the way I do it, but my best picks, of course, are at Tony'sPicks.com on our website, our premium picks, if you will. But follow me at Tony's Picks Ramon for more free winners there. And looking forward to tomorrow, getting back with Mindy for another week of morning steam as we, these playoffs, Tony, I don't know. We only got 1 or 2 days in, so I don't even think we can say one way or the other the way we're headed. But it should be an exciting 2 months as we whittle it down and find the champion in the NBA and NHL and get rolling with this Major League Baseball season. Wake up wake up my Padres a little bit too, see if they can get rolling. But good times and more winning. That's all I do, sitting here watching these games, trying to pick winners all day, try to squeeze in some rest and some food and a bunch of winners. That's what I
That's
do.
right. More winners from Ramon Scott. Ramon, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Enjoyed being with you. Thank you, everybody, for watching this format. Appreciate you, Tony.
You got it. Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks.